Hey y'all, it's Kyra here. I wanted to take a moment to break down my EP, Serenity. It's almost a 2-year anniversary since its release, so I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of break down each song and the music videos for this project. So the first question is, why Serenity? Why did I choose this word to be, the title of my EP? And I really wanted this project to be about love, and I wanted the primary topic to be about relationships and being with someone you're comfortable with. And so with that being said, Serenity is about calmness, peaceful vibes, and the person you're with should bring you peace. I felt like that word really encompasses the main concept of the EP and just being comfortable and being at peace with this special person that you brought into your life. Okay, let's get into it. The first song of this EP is titled New Flame, and it's actually one of my favorites from this project. And when I first heard the beat, I already knew I wanted to do something with it, whether it was a music video, a single, on an EP, whatever. I knew I wanted to include it in my discography somehow, and so that's exactly what I did. I had it be a single, a music video, and it's a part of my EP. And it was produced by this amazing producer named Mixtape Soul. His YouTube link is down below, and actually all of my songs except one were produced by him, and so I really liked his vibe. And he had a lot of beats that really tied into this project and what I wanted it to be about. And so New Flame is the first song of this project. It's one of my favorites, and I didn't write this song all in one sitting. I actually started off with the hook and then I just expanded from there. And so that happens pretty often, where I'll write maybe a verse or like a few lyrics or phrases that I know I want to be included in a song, and then put it off till later, and then I'll finish writing it whenever. But I rarely write a song all in one setting. My process kind of varies for each song, but yeah. But okay, let's start with verse 1. Basically, expressing my love for this new flame, but not being in love per se. It's the budding of a situationship that could lead to a relationship. And obviously I'm top priority, even though he's like not my boyfriend yet. But that's kind of like the vibe of the first verse. It's about, this person that you really like, but y'all still not really established in what the relationship is per se. And then we get into the hook, which is a little sensual, but it's not over the top, it's not super explicit, but it talks about those intimate moments with this other person. And it's got that little nod to Usher, during the hook. It's that ooh, 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 from the song Burn. And I don't even know what made me think of that song when I heard that beat, but like that little melody or whatever came to me when I was kind of just freestyling with this song, and it fit really well, so I included it. So shout out to Usher. But also it's also kind of representing that yearning for that person. Then before we just slide right into the second verse, we have this little breakdown before we get into that also represents that intimacy with that person. You get physical with that person and it's feeling right. And so I have kind of those ad-libs and harmonies there to represent, like, okay, this person and I are being physical, I like how it's feeling, and this partner is giving me exactly what I need. So we get to the second verse, and it's not that different from the first verse. It's kind of a continuation of all these feelings. And this is a new flame that I got here. It's low key, but we both know what type of time that we're on. And the vibes are matching at this point. So like, let's keep doing what we're doing. And then I get back into the hook, and I added a few more ad libs and some more harmonies, just to show kind of that progression of all these emotions throughout the song. And then we get into the bridge. It's mad simple. It's basically, I enjoy what's going on, let's keep going. Although the bridge is simple, it does have kind of this build up. It just goes from like a melody to more harmony, and then the final hook where I'm just really like screaming out, hey, like, I like this new flame, I'm so hot for you, like all the stuff that I really like about this situationship that we got going on before we get into the outro and then kind of the ending of the song. So that was New Flame, the single. And let's get into the music video. So I knew I wanted to do a music video for this, and I knew I wanted to incorporate dancing. I love to dance, I love to move, and so I choreographed this, but there's also a lot of moments of freestyle between, me and my dance partner. And my dance partner, his name is Peace. He is super talented. Shout out to him. I want to thank him so much for joining me on this project. His IG link is down below as well. But he was fabulous. He did a great job in this video. And I know I wanted the vibe to be kind of sexy, and so that's what I tried to emulate for that project. So we shot in a studio in St. Paul, and then we did the outside shoots in downtown Minneapolis, and it was just a lot of fun. Like, the lighting was just really awesome. I had a great time filming, and I don't get to do partner work a lot, so like I got to really experience that with Peace, which was really fun, and it also brought that sexy vibe to the video that I was looking for. But yeah, this video was shot by Locum Films, and his Instagram link is down below as well. He's an amazing videographer, and he has some creative direction as well, and I really try to make that a part of all of my music videos. It's more of a collaboration, you know. It's like, I want you to give creative input. I want you to give me your ideas because, you know, the more ideas, the better. We can produce something great if we got more than one head working, you know, more than one brain. So he definitely had some really great ideas in terms of shots, in terms of movement. So it was just a really fun time for sure. The next song we have on this EP is Zoom In. So the thing I liked most about the song is the fact that it's so layered. Like, I had a lot of fun just playing with harmonies and background vocals. And so I used a lot of those for this track. And the song overall is just a little bit more upbeat and playful. I'm pretty sure when I first started writing this song, a lot of it was like freestyle. Like, I would just listen to the beat over and over, and kind of whatever came to me that I thought would stick and that would click, I wrote down. So it was a lot of trial and error with the song. And I'm pretty sure this is the first song I wrote for this project. So the first verse, it talks about how he doesn't mind my flaws, you know, I'm comfortable with him, he's comfortable with me, and it just talks about how happy he makes me, and I'm complimenting him as a person, and you know, the external and internal things that I like, because you know, what's on the inside matters as well, duh. And so I wanted to kind of encapsulate that within the first verse. Then we get to the hook, and that captures, you know, all the excitement involved in this relationship, how whenever it's time for me to kick it with him again, like, I'm excited, I'm zooming over there, like, I'm pedal to the metal, I'm ready to like see you, I miss you. And that's how I came up with the title. It's like, I'm zooming over to you whenever it's time for us to hang out, whenever it's time for us to link up, because I'm so excited, like, I'm ready to spend time with you again already. So the second verse talks about being spoiled and, you know, how I see the relationship as a forever thing. So I'm not worried about, you know, me leaving or him leaving, because I feel so confident in what we have, the connection that we have, and, you know, a lot of lovey-dovey shit. So, and again, the song has a lot of harmonies all throughout. So it's really cool to hear everything stacked together and how it has kind of that full feeling, which is showcasing how I feel with this person. You know, I feel full, I feel joy, I feel love, etc. And so I kind of wanted to put a bunch of harmonies in the song to, again, replicate the feeling I get when I'm with this person. And then we get back to the hook. You know, I'm zooming over there, I'm rushing over there every time it's time for us to hang out because I like your company. And for the last hook, there's kind of a long run going into it, and I like doing that with my songs, kind of just, again, like that build up, and then emoting all this emotion during the final hook to show that progression. And then, yeah, it just ends with some ad-libs and then the outro. But yeah, that's Zoom In. Okay, up next we have By My Side, one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite music videos. I think I had the melody for this song long before I had any lyrics in mind, but eventually they would just like come to me, and then I wrote bits and pieces, you know, here and there. So this song is like, we're in the honeymoon phase. I get butterflies, I get tingly every time I see you type of song. It's one of them jams, right? And so the first verse really just talks about how I'm thinking about this person daily. They make me so happy. Like, I want to freeze time when I'm with you because I don't want to stop spending time with you. And so it really touches on, you know, those feelings of the early stages of the relationship and how I just don't want that stuff to end. And then the pre-hook and the hook, you know, that stuff stays the same within the song, and how this person feeds my mind, they feed my body, they feed my soul, and they give me what I need, and like nothing can break us apart. And I know that he'll always be by my side because I'm constantly reassured of that, you know. And personally, I need reassurance. Like, I don't know about you, but I need that. Tell me you love me. Tell me you need me. Like, ain't nothing wrong with knowing how a person feels about you or knowing where a person stands in your life. And there's nothing wrong with expressing that to that person as well. And so express your feelings, be vulnerable with the person that you're with, period. And so the second verse is all about unconditional love and having that person's back no matter what before getting back into that pre-hook and hook. And then, you know, of course, the outro. So let's get into the music video. This was so much fun to film because a good chunk of it was really just me playing games, roller skating, vibing, chilling with like one of my really good friends. So it was a lot of fun to film, a lot of fun. You know, I got to hang out with the homie, we ate some food, like it was real chill. And so it didn't even feel like I was making a music video. I felt like I was just like, you know, vibing. So the guy in the video is actually an old friend of mine. We went to middle school together and we danced at the same dance studio. His name is Marcus. So shout out to him, and his link is down below as well. Y'all should check out his YouTube video. But yeah, the crazy thing is we weren't even supposed to shoot in the roller rink. We were supposed to shoot at this like sunflower field in Minnesota, like half an hour away from Minneapolis, I believe, but it started to rain. So I had to think quick on my feet. I'm like, okay, where we're gonna go? Where are we gonna film the shoot? Because like, I need to get some more footage. So I randomly got this idea to just like film at a skating rink. And so I called them, I'm like, hey, can we film here? Like, is that cool? And they had no problem with it. So we was able to shoot there and like got all the footage that we need, which was amazing. Plus, I think it worked out better in the end. You know, if we would have just went to the sunflower field and, you know, had those moments with the studio shots and like the car shot. Like, I just don't think you really would have been able to see the chemistry between, you know, me and Marcus on camera if we just like running around and frolicking in some fields. And so you know, the rain kind of saved the day, to be honest. Being in, you know, that public place, it just felt more organic, and you could see us doing activities, so it looked like we were a real couple. And so it was a lot of fun, and like I said, we got to eat good food, we got to play games. It was all good. I also did shots in the studio, which I previously mentioned, and the setup was kind of a shared idea between, you know, me and the videographer who shot the rest of the video as well. His name is Josh. His IG link is down below as well, and one of his homies was there, and he helped out setting up as well. And you know, there were some really cool plants and like some really dope furniture that we used throughout the video, as you can see in some of the shots. And the lighting was really pretty, and so it was just a really fun shoot. You know, we was vibing, and like it was just really smooth sailing pretty much the whole way. And then we have, you know, that one shot of me and Marcus in front of the red car. That car is actually not mine, it was my mom's. She let me borrow her Kia during the video shoot, so that was really nice of her. Shout out to my mom. And there were way more footage of us like in the car, kind of just like driving around, chopping it up, whatever, but it just didn't come out that great, so it wasn't included in the video. But there were more shots of us actually in the vehicle. So that's the by my side video, and of course not all the shots are gonna make the final cut, but I'm still like super satisfied by how the video came out. It was so much fun to film, and it was just really cool to see that vision come to fruition and see how the rain, you know, kind of created a whole different vibe of the video that came out pretty well. So okay, so we're halfway through, a little bit over halfway through breaking down my EP, but I want to take this time really quick to give a shout out to all those who support me near and far, people who stream my music, people who buy my music, people who come to my shows, people who follow me on Instagram, people who like my pictures, any type of engagement, all that shit matters. So I really do want to just say thank you for the support, because it really does mean a lot to me. But also I want to give a quick shout out to those who helped mix and master some of the songs on my project. So shout out to Jimmy and shout out to Salvarez, because that stuff matters too, you know, putting the final touches on the song, not just the production, not just the lyrics, not just the, you know, me recording, but all that stuff. It really does go into making a project full and finished. And so thank y'all so much for helping me out, because I don't know how to do that. But yeah, I really do appreciate it, and let's get back into it. Up next, we got Ooh Babe. It's real catchy, a little neo soul R&B type of vibe. And it's the only song not produced by Mixtape Soul. This one was actually produced by Jay Grooves, and his YouTube link is down below as well. Very talented producer. And yeah, I knew I wanted this song to be a part of the project as well. It didn't take me super long to write this one. And so this is Ooh Babe. And so the first verse is again about the butterflies and how naturally everything comes, you know, within this relationship, and how it all feels just comfortable, and it feels like a movie because you're so in love, you know, all the lovey-dovey shit again. But no, so yeah, the first verse talks about that. You can really see how the love story has progressed. You know, we started with New Flame, where you weren't even sure if this was gonna turn into anything real or anything serious. And then you get to song number 4, and it's really blossomed into this real deep connection and genuine relationship with this other person. And so this EP just kind of shows that evolution or story within the relationship between these two people. So the pre-hook and the hook is about feeling solid, it's about feeling cared for, it's about getting the type of love that makes you want to say, ooh, babe, period. And so that's basically what it's about. That's it, that's all. It's real simple. In the second verse, it's a little cheesy, but you know, sometimes that's what infatuation does. You're just gonna be a little cheesy. And so I got a little cheesy with that line, you know, like he sweeps me off my feet, he ain't got no brooms. But you know, I feel like every person deserves love. Everybody deserves, you know, someone that they can call their own, someone that they feel comfortable with. And so that's what the second verse is about. It's about infatuation. It's about the hold that he has on me. It's about the love that I feel and this like overwhelming joy. And so, yeah. So again, getting back to the evolution of this love blossoming. It's like in New Flame, we kept it low key, and I didn't want to express it to anyone per se. But now it's like, I know where I stand, I know how I feel, I want everybody to know, and I don't give a damn. And I guess I just want to show it's like, you could just take a leap with a person and it might end up working out the way you want it. And so it slides back into the hook again and talks about how everything feels right. And this hook is extended this time, and it goes into more about the little things that he does that I enjoy, and like they're small things, but they're cute and I like it and it makes me feel good. And so it just talks about that and expresses those feelings, and you know, everybody likes to feel good, and so that's what that song was about, just feeling good. And that was Ooh Babe. Last but not least, we got When I'm With You. And this one is special because the cover art includes my boyfriend. He is a part of that forever, and so that was really great. And yeah, that's his hand. We took that in the car for the cover art. And so yeah, I wanted to finish the EP off on, you know, the slower side, just something to chill, you know. And it's like the final chapter of the EP, you know. It's It started with just a spark of love that might be love, but now it's in this final chapter of like a real deep connection that is definitely love, and definitely something that's going to be long term. So the first verse is talking about him being a priority and how he brightens up my day, and he's my antidote for any craziness that life throws my way. Oh shit, that rhymed. I'm a poet. This verse talks about how much our love has grown, and that's just what I wanted to showcase with this song, right? Then we get into the pre-hook, talks about his hazel eyes and how he makes me feel, and it gets into the hook and it really gets to the meat of it, and it's just like, I can be myself when I'm with him, I can be comfortable. The song is overall about the warmth and the security provided by, this person, and it just repeats over and over again, because yeah, that's how I feel. And I thought a little bit of background vocals during that hook would just add a little bit more depth to the hook and just kind of build it out a little bit more, so it's just a simple 2-part harmony during that part. The second verse is about trust. It's about the chemistry we have, and I do a little breakdown, in the middle of the song just to switch up the rhythm a little bit, so it doesn't repeat itself too much. And then I go back into the pre-hook and then the hook again. So yeah, that's when I'm with you, short and sweet. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. The production quality is not the best compared to the others because of the way that I recorded it, and that was like totally a fuck up on my end. But it was something that I wanted to put out and include in the project, so yeah, I included it. I hope y'all like my little summaries of each song on this EP, and you got to take a little peek into my process. And even though none of these songs are produced by me, I do produce as well. And I hope y'all like the breakdown of my first ever EP. I got more music on the way. I've got a trip to London coming up, and I've got a lot of fun stuff in store. So stay tapped in. Follow me on Instagram, that's down below. And thank y'all so much for watching. Bye.
Every single day I feel blessed, knowing that I've got the best, baby. Ain't nobody else better than us, baby. You got my trust.